Hello and welcome to the NHL Best Bets. Even though we said that this might be it for this season, we are back. And tonight is Game 5 in NHL Stanley Cup Final that may decide the cup winner, but we are not sure. So we leave narrowly open the door to return for a few more videos this season. But let's take a first quick look at the previous picks that we had for the Game 4. Tampa was our pick. Montreal won overtime 3-2. Reasonably even game, but this time I think Montreal had those bounces that they didn't have in previous games, and they scored the winner in overtime. Steven Stamkos didn't score, so no money out of these bets. Tommy, do you think our before the Stanley Cup Final started, prediction 5 games for Tampa will be accurate still?
Yeah, I think this looks definitely the case. The 5 games is the number that this series will cut. Last game, Montreal played defensively, maybe the best game of this series. They managed to shut down completely the top guys from Tampa Bay. No scoring for Stamkos, no scoring for Kucherov and the guys. So this was a definite show that Montreal still wants to make it a longer series, but I don't see them coming back after this game in Tampa Bay. Now the Lightning will have to play better. They have to be much more productive in the offense, like they have earlier in this series. So this was the kind of off game that we are used to seeing from Tampa Bay time and again. So now the next game will be the decider. I'm about 76% sure of that.
Yeah, Tampa hit pipes few times in previous games. They outshot Montreal in the first periods quite clearly. I think it was 10-1 at the beginning of the first period, but this time couldn't score like they have been able to do it earlier. Do you think it will be good player prop bets available for some of the Tampa strikers this time?
When taking a look at the odds at the moment, it seems that everyone thinks Tampa will run this game. They will control this next game. So not very good player props, not as high value as we had before. So we are probably going to stay away from those. It does look that Tampa Bay will definitely take the championship in this game, and the odds are reflecting that. So hard times making picks, but we do what we have to.
Yeah, we have here a few picks for tonight's game. Naturally, it's Tampa to win it. Like you said, the odds are below any kind of reasonable betting number, but when there is not too much selection, you need to take what you have. And then we haven't bet any totals in these finals, but now over 5.5 goals plus 138 looks a pretty lucrative bet here. Provides great value based on simulations, and when Montreal has nothing to lose, and especially if they are 1-2 goals behind later stage, they need to run steep offensive run, and Tampa naturally have a counter-attack possibilities during that phase.
Yeah, this is the kind of a bounce back game now for Tampa Bay, and especially their top lines. I do think that this game is going to be much more like Game 3 was than the previous one. So Montreal does have to make some moves in the offense. Now Tampa Bay gets the chance to match the lines. They get their top guys against the weakest players in Montreal. So this is a nice setting for Tampa Bay to take the championship at home. They've been very strong playing at home in the first 2 games, even if not maybe the best games of their sort of level. Now is the time that Tampa Bay will put all in and cut this series short. So this is a sort of a setup that we want to go for, and the odds for Tampa Bay Lightning not very lucrative there, but we do have them winning 77% of the simulations. They've been overwhelmingly good at home. And now we have the over 5.5 with nice odds. We have about 50-50 chance for it to go over. So great odds for that. I do think that Tampa will score 4, maybe 5 goals, and Montreal will try and catch up with them. Not that good offensive team, so it will open up a lot of these defensive. They will probably make a lot of defensive errors if they have to chase the game against a team like Tampa Bay. So the over is a good bet, even if, of course, we've been wrong in these totals quite often in the playoffs because not so many goals have been scored. But like I mentioned, I think this is going to be more close to the third game of this series than it would be for the fourth game.
Let's see how it goes tonight, maybe the last game of NHL season, but for sure we'll have Euro soccer semi-final before it. So good evening of sports ahead of us again.
See you again.
See you.